and I picked up a arrow. Somehow found an arrow and was chasing Jason around, joking around like I was going to throw it at Jason. And for some reason, my drunken ass decided to actually throw this arrow at Jason. He opened the door, went inside the door as I was throwing it. And I mean, if he wouldn't have went inside that door, we might have had a different show today.
Cup to cup. Yo.
I'm here. Wait for it. Wait for it. Hey guys.
Huh.
All right then.
Your kids are going to hate EDM when they grow up.
Bro, it is noon. I'm loving this shit.
I like the morning better.
Yeah, samesies.
I hate it. No, you know what? I got a whiskey drink. I got 2 beers in my Yeti.
What?
I'm ready. Let's fucking do this.
Well,
yeah.
Did you
You ain't ready like that?
Did you make it
We're not doing this?
rhyme on purpose?
Yeah.
That was not a rhyme, was it?
A rhyme.
Let's go, boy. Yeah, I'm laying hot tracks, boy.
Spitting
That's
hot
what I
fire.
do.
Say the line again.
No, I'm not going to do it.
I just want to go back. It rhymed. I know it rhymed.
Sure.
I'm taking your word for it.
Good. Chase, I need you to speak up. I had a couple people tell me that you are the least loudest person on the show.
Cool.
So
It's just because I get all up in my mic. That's why.
Kevin is obviously not the loudest.
You mean obviously is the loudest?
Obviously.
Okay. Cool. Good talk.
Take a step back.
No. Take a step forward, Chase. Kevin, take a step back.
Stop. I can't.
Oh, you're sounding better. Oh, I hear an echo. Where's the echo?
There we
There's
go.
no fucking echo.
gosh.
All right. That was interesting, Kev.
What was interesting?
I just picture you just jamming out for 20 minutes straight right before.
No, I mean it's like 2 songs.
2 10
Like
minutes.
I need to get in the mindset.
It's EDM, obviously.
No, I mean, whatever.
So introduce the show, buddy.
Welcome everybody to Cup to Cup,
There it is.
episode number 6.
Woo!
I don't know why I'm doing the numbers, but
I like it. Do it, baby.
got my boy Chase here.
Yo.
And Jason as well, our producer extraordinaire. Hello. It's so cute.
Thanks,
Hello.
Lots of fun stuff on board today.
Do we? We actually have 2 matchups. 3, we're gonna try the dumbest things we did as kids again and see if it actually works out. Gaylord Palms, AK, and Party are our hints.
Mine is so embarrassing.
I mean, I don't.
Good.
I'm going with
Finally.
So first off, you were at a wedding, Chase.
I was. It was beautiful. I had a great time. Got to see a bunch of friends that I've been friends with since, middle school, elementary school, high school. Good shit, man. Had a blast.
Was the food good?
It was really good. Yeah. The whole thing was just, it was on the rooftop, on the water at St. Augustine. Perfect weather.
Yo, we almost did that one.
What was it called? The venue.
The White Room.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. I think everybody that has a wedding in Florida looks at that venue.
Well, it was awesome. So,
I'm jealous.
Did you drink any or what?
yeah, I drank a lot. Obviously, come on. At weddings, there's 2 things you can definitely count on me doing: drinking and dancing.
You do like to dance.
I love to dance.
A lot more than I do. I'm not a dancer.
I don't do it well, but I try.
I'll be honest, if you look at if you 2 were standing in a room and knowing you guys based off of podcasts, you would think it's exact opposite.
Yeah, for sure.
Dancer, and you would definitely be the guy in the corner.
It is not. That's not the case. No.
I love dancing. I love cutting a rug, man.
I like watching Chase dance.
Yeah,
that sounds weird, but I'm sticking with
Hey,
it.
man. Anytime you want to watch me dance, you let me know. I'll FaceTime you.
I will get my dollar bills ready.
Ooh. Now it's a party.
That man getting paid.
That's gonna be the most awkward FaceTime.
No, you're wrong.
For you.
Yeah, stop acting like you haven't done that.
I haven't
Jason.
done that.
Okay.
I haven't.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up the FaceTimes.
Can you do that? I don't think that's how that
No one
works.
knows these things.
That's awesome. A quick plug. We have over 60 votes on our Christmas bracket. I didn't think we'd get like 10.
Let's go.
I thought we'd get like 5 people and it'd just be us 5 just clicking the votes over and over again.
Nah, I was thinking like 20.
Yeah. It's
60, huh?
there's
That's
like
impressive.
45
That's
movies
damn
on there.
Impressive.
Yeah. And so like
Thanks, everybody.
people actually have to spend time trying to.
I mean, it takes like 2 minutes, but
It's a lot of
I know
movies,
what you
man. It's a lot of movies.
You're a lot of movies.
And we missed
Accurate.
some. We've had a few people get pissed that I didn't put in. Trading Places was like a common one. Never crossed my mind.
It will not be missed. And even look, if we missed one, that means that it's going to be like voted off the island real quick anyways. So,
Or we're just dumb. Or both.
well, we're probably dumb too.
Yeah. I mean, we're definitely dumb. Anyone who's ever listened to like 5 minutes of this show knows we're fucking dumb.
But they keep listening. Because
Yeah, they do. Because who doesn't like watching a train wreck?
It's true. It's true. I told you guys this yesterday. I don't know. I don't listen to podcasts on the weekend, but apparently people do. Over like 30 or 40 people listened to it yesterday alone. And
Let's go.
I was like,
That's
what?
crazy.
So I don't know. I just listened to it at work or on the road and stuff like that. So actually listening it on the weekend just never happens to me. So props to them.
That's
Thanks
crazy.
for taking time out in your day to give us a listen, y'all. And
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, we've gotten a couple random
If not, fuck you.
messages and whatnot from people saying they enjoy it. So that's always awesome to hear.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of feedback this week
Mm-hmm.
in general. Like, and I love it. I love it. I love hearing from y'all. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, let's stop talking about this shit and get on with the show.
Yeah. They're like, shut up and move on.
Since we're on bracket talk for like 2 seconds, let's go to movie brackets.
Leo.
You know what? I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving!
We are talking about Django Unchained versus The Beach. And we are talking about, what was the other one that we
Blood
picked?
Diamond versus Gangs of New York.
Ooh.
I was talking to one of our close friends we all are friends with. We call him Mayor Andy.
Mayor.
Yeah, he lives in Jacksonville. I was having a beer with him last night. And you know the movie he chose to be the best Leo movie in his opinion?
What?
Shutter Island.
Shutter Island?
I told him that The
Come
Beach
on.
beat it out, and he was just kind of pissed.
Well, he should know that because he's a
He
listener
got
of
it
the
mixed
show,
up
right?
because he thought it moved and Beach did it. And he also thought we let the Titanic go because we were giving it so much props about CGI.
Well, he also thinks that Fred Taylor's a top 7 running back of all time.
Whoa, called out.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Top 7 of all time,
Of
Andy.
all time.
Fred Taylor. Of
Really
all
good
time.
running back. Probably underrated, but he's not top 7 of all time. And it's
Chill.
not close.
Chill.
All right. Back to the bracket.
I do want to quick note, since we're on the Leo talk and we talked about the wedding. The person who got married yesterday had an input in this bracket. He was one of the people that ranked the movies. So,
Congratulations, person.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who is this
On
person?
your,
Can we say
His
his
name
name?
is Thomas.
Okay.
His name is Thomas.
Oh, the guy we talked about yesterday. Was it the last
you hung out
episode?
with him last week.
Yeah, we talked about how smart he is. He's the one that can like name
Yes,
anything.
he's the one who can very good at trivia. Yes,
He's the smartest man in the world.
One of them,
you know.
maybe.
when in Rome.
So, what did he vote on?
Yeah,
do you
what
mean?
was his number 1 seed?
I don't recall. I could pull it up, but that's a whole thing.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, don't do it.
Since we're on it and we're obviously supposed to be talking about it, Chase, Blood Diamond or Gangs of New York?
Gangs.
Anything else? Just a quick.
I thought you said we vote and then we go back.
I was
and talk
we
about it.
are. I just
You
expected
said
like
that.
I just expected you to be like Gangs of New York, really good. Move on. It was just Gangs of New York.
Gangs. No, he didn't even say New York.
Yeah, I
He's just
said
like gangs.
Come on.
He just likes gangs in general.
Well, nope.
It's not
We're gonna
true.
take that back.
Kev.
Yeah, Gangs of New York. I mean, if it Daniel Day-Lewis, bro.
Oh,
I mean, that's pretty much. We went into it last episode, but that's kind of what put it over the top.
yeah. I really like Blood Diamond. There's a reason it's a 3 seed. a little overranked. If anything, I think Gangs and Blood Diamond should have been switched, where Gangs of New York is a 3 and Blood Diamond
I can
is a
agree
6.
with it.
I
know Jason's like, Jesus, they're agreeing again.
It's a close matchup.
All right, so
But Gangs of New York is so fucking good, man.
So
I can watch that movie 100 times.
this got brought to my attention. Then would Gangs of New York not be considered a Leo movie or more of a Lewis movie?
Well,
Can it be both?
yeah. Why can it not?
Okay, so I think it's both, but I'm asking like which one do you think it is more though? If you had to choose, would it be more of a Leo movie or a Lewis movie?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
I still consider it a Leo movie.
I do too, yeah.
I just think Daniel Day-Lewis killed his role.
As he does every role.
Yeah. I still consider it a Leo movie, though.
He is, yeah, Leo is the main character in this movie. Now, Daniel Day-Lewis is, the secondary actor. What do they call it?
Co-star?
The
Sure.
antagonist.
No, I'm talking about like when they're announcing movies, like, awards.
Oh, you're talking about
Mm-hmm.
Coach?
Yep.
supporting
You
roles.
guys, you guys can't think of it.
Supporting actor.
roles.
Yes.
Very
Best
good.
supporting actor. Boom.
Best supporting. He had to win, right? Did he win this?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a damned good question.
That is a Leo like common thing of getting like people winning like supporting actors on his
Yeah,
movies.
right. He's like, "You're welcome. There you go. Take that one. You can have this one." But yeah, Gangs of New York was too good.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. One day you guys will
Chris is going to hate that, I feel like.
Well, we're not going to disagree on this one either. I don't think.
you guys suck ass. The beach.
Oh, these are
versus-
obvious ones in my opinion. These are obvious
Yeah.
ones.
This is clearly the beach.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. Cool.
No, it's not the fucking beach. It's Django,
and
bro.
Django,
It's not even close.
It's definitely Django.
Jason.
I thought I like the beach a lot.
I love
Right? So are you trying to say that?
I can watch the beach more than once. I can't watch Django
What?
Unchained.
Dude,
and
I've watched Django like 4 times.
it's the director. I can't watch his stuff over and over again. It's just not my
I
thing.
love Django, dude. So good. That movie is so good.
Django.
I've only seen it once. I've seen the beach like 4 or 5 times.
It's a great movie. And I wouldn't say it's much better than The Beach, but it is better than The Beach.
Yes.
Just overall.
Yep.
I mean, The Beach is a cute little story. And, for all those hipsters out there, like, they love that. The hipsters love The Beach, man.
It's a good movie.
It is good. It is good.
It's culty. I get it.
It is culty.
Yeah, that's true.
Culty, yes.
Cult classic-y.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Who do we have next week? Since these two are way too.
Departed versus Inception and
Oh.
Wolf of Wall Street versus Catch Me If You Can.
Oh.
So one of those are going to be hard.
I want to make a quick note. One of my favorite podcasts, plug in a different podcast, is Sims and Lefko. If you haven't listened to that, you should.
You're obsessed.
It's a sport. I am obsessed. They're mostly NFL, but I sent a message to them asking them what they thought was the best Leo movie, and Catch Me If You Can is what they tweeted back to me.
Really? They
Yeah.
tweeted back.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
awesome.
So shout out Sims and Lefko.
That's awesome.
Really?
That's
their
Catch Me If You
Okay,
Can,
we're
that's
not going to
it.
get into this. We'll get into it next.
I think that.
Okay.
Well, we don't need to get too much into it, but
Yeah.
I've come to the realization that some people
Ooh.
forget Tom Hanks is in that movie.
What?
Yeah.
How do you forget Tom Hanks is in any movie?
how have you come to that realization? Like,
I ask people about the Leo bracket to some people
Yeah.
like at work. Andy was one of them that says he forgot Tom Hanks was in it.
how the
was
fuck
like
do you?
2 other guys said the same thing.
Andy also thinks Shutter Island's the best Leo movie. So,
Yeah.
man, we are throwing shade
Hashtag
left and right
Andy
at
bashing day. Let's go.
And he's like, I'm not hanging out with Jason again. Fuck
Yeah.
this.
This is a
We
last.
lost a listener. Yeah.
Nice knowing you, Andy.
He's going to start like a petition to remove me and like put Jose on.
Sounds like it's time to have Andy on here to defend himself one day.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, there we go.
So since I think he has one more Jag home game, and then I think we could have him on all the time.
Okay.
You know how
Because
he is.
Andy
He's,
has
he's a
strong
season ticket
opinion.
holder, and he goes to most of the games.
He is. I don't think anyone in this world loves Jacksonville more than Andy.
Whoa.
I could, except for the guy on Good Place.
What the?
Oh yeah. Oh God,
He's
that's
like
a great show. That's a great show.
I think he was on the field for a game, and he was like the Jacksonville celebrity, kind of like the little pony in Parks and Rec. Like everybody loved the guy.
Sebastian.
Yeah, he was like the little Sebastian of Jacksonville. Everyone was like, "Oh my god,
Bye, little Sebastian. I
Sebastian.
love.
It's so good. Oh man,
I'm so glad you got me to watch that show, man. Like,
you're welcome.
Parks
That
and
was the
Recs.
one-
If you guys haven't watched Parks and Recs, I know, like, for me, and this is way off topic, but I don't care. Chase was like, you gotta watch it. I was like, man, I watched like an episode. Wasn't really for me. So after a while, I was like, I'm going back. I'll give it another shot. Man, that's such a good show.
It's so good. And I know people are always like, oh, you got to kind of get past the first season. It's a little slow.
That's what people
And,
say
like,
about
you-
everything. I hate.
I
That's
know,
like
I
that's one of
know,
my pet
I know.
peeves. I hate that shit.
In my opinion, Parks and Rec really, I like every episode, but I think it really hits its stride season 3. And I know that's kind of, a little far on,
Yeah.
but
hell yeah!"
I know,
All you
but
have to do is
it
watch
goes-
24
it goes from
episodes,
really
and then
good-
it hits its stride.
it goes from really good to amazing in season 3.
Isn't Parks like the Office where it comes to like there's like 20 episodes in a season?
Not the first season. There's only 6.
Are you eating something right now? Yeah. Get your.
Maybe shut up.
What are you eating?
Did you just tell me to shut up? Like,
No, prove it.
I wish I can hit rewind.
what are you eating though? For real, I want to know.
It was ice. It was ice.
Ice. Hurt. Perfect. How the hell did Daniel Day-Lewis not win? All right, I'm looking to see.
didn't win?
No, he did not win.
Who won that
We're about
year?
to find out. We're about to find out.
Jason's like, well, there goes my trivia question.
Yeah,
today.
right. Shit. Real quick, this is 2003 awards. Chicago was the winner of Best Picture. Best Leading Actor goes to Adrian Brody in The Pianist. Nicole Kidman, Best Leading Actress in The Hours. Best Actor in a Supporting Role goes to Chris Cooper in Adaptation.
I saw
Okay.
two of those movies, maybe.
I don't think I've seen Adaptation. I'm going to go out on a very short limb and say he was not as good as Daniel Day-Lewis was in Gangs in New York.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have you
That's-
seen The Pianist?
I don't. Yeah,
I don't think
It's
I
all right.
have.
Anyways.
it's one of those like Kevin slow movies.
Yeah,
that, like
Kevin does love slow movies. I'm fucking Kevin.
All right. Let's see if this works again. Dumbest things we did as kids. I made Kevin go first last time, so I want to make Chase do it.
Do you want
This
to?
time.
Do you want to break? You said that we had to give like a one-word thing. So you want to tell everybody what the one words were?
Yeah. So I had on our rundown to have our guys put one word to describe their dumbest thing. Chase put party.
Yep.
Kevin put AK. I hope it's not a gun. And then Jason
I was very curious about that.
put Gaylord Palms.
Gaylord
I
Palms.
kind of
Which Jose ruined. So
yeah. Fuck
Wait,
you,
I
Jose.
don't remember that.
Yeah, so we're in a group chat and for the podcast, and our producer Jose was like, Gaylord Palms, is that when you did this, and this? I was
Yeah.
like, cool, bro. No.
so I already know this story now. I feel like I was there.
Hashtag Jose input.
Yeah. All right, so Chase, let me know. Party.
So in high school, my parents typically right after Christmas would go to our mountain house and stay there through the new year. And I was a decently trustworthy kid for a while.
For a while.
And so they would leave me at home when I was old enough. And they made a mistake of leaving me at home one year. And I just had a couple friends over, like maybe 5. And we were just, hanging out, had a couple beers. And my next door neighbor at the time had like maybe 15 people at her house, and they had a keg.
Mm-hmm.
And so she like came over and she was like, hey, do you want to kind of combine these two things? We'll bring the keg over and hang out at your house. I was like, yeah, that
Wait,
sounds
so
cool.
your neighbor is like
Well-
your age at this time? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think she was a
I'm
year
thinking of like an old lady.
No. I think she was a year younger. And so we combined the parties, and what started as 5 people is now like 20, which is still not bad. And then I'm not quite sure, maybe like one person called 3 people and then another person called 3 people. Anyways, it ended up that well over 100
Block
people.
party.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it was a shit show. I mean, I don't know if my parents know to what extent.
Well, they do now.
Love you, mom and dad. The railing that leads down to my basement was like the next morning was like ripped out of the wall. I mean, just I can't even explain how bad it was, man. I woke up the next morning and it's like a movie where like you wake up from like your drunken stupor and you look around and you're like, I'm so totally fucked. It's like so I called up my brother. He helped me put the place back together and it like looked respectable. I was like, oh my God, I might actually get away with this. Like, this is crazy. My parents come home and my dad, he's like, Chase, I need to see you. I was like, motherfucker.
That's like the worst words
I'm
you
like,
can hear ever.
Dude, I was like, oh my God, like what did me in? I'm like racing through my mind, like what could have possibly done me in? He calls me into his study. He's like, do you notice anything different about my study? Which I had kept that door closed. I told no one to go in that study. I look around, I'm like, I don't see anything. And then I see that every picture in his study has been flipped upside down. Every single last picture is flipped upside down. And he's like, I'm pretty sure you didn't just randomly decide to flip all these pictures upside down. You had a party. And I was like, son of a bitch.
My first like reaction to flip photos was not a party. It was sex.
What? Why would that
Like,
be your first reaction?
So after you have sex, you randomly flip
Heard
over photos.
It doesn't bother you. Like, have you ever been in a house where like there's a bunch of photos and like it's not your house, but they're all staring at you? It doesn't freak you out? It definitely bothers me.
No, man.
No?
Uh,
That
at all.
definitely bothers me.
when I get in the moment, bro,
Never?
I'm focused on one thing.
I'm not
And
saying
that's
I go
photos.
into a room and
And that's photos. And that's the people staring
Yeah,
at me.
exactly.
Kevin's like, I like the
Yeah.
audience.
everybody go into a room and like knock them down.
Is that why you FaceTime me
Yeah,
every time,
man.
Kevin?
I need an audience.
Kev is definitely the number one dude that FaceTimes all of us, and we're like, "Fuck it."
Look,
Kev's
all
calling.
right, you know what? Maybe a lot of people don't know this, but look, I live in Winter Garden. Jason is in Jacksonville. Chase is in Tallahassee. Not many. I mean, if we want to see each other, if I want to see your beautiful faces, besides when we meet up every now and again, I gotta FaceTime you guys. And
So
I only pick up because of your daughters.
exactly,
So.
yeah.
should I be only slightly insulted that for me it's always FaceTime audio?
What? I've never FaceTime
What?
audioed anybody.
He never wants to see my face.
Okay, that was a bad joke. He was trying to be funny.
I saw what he did.
I thought it was pretty good.
Kev, give me AK.
Okay, this is super embarrassing, and it still lives with me to this day, and I don't even care. But no, it's you think it's funny, but it's kind of gross. I was in middle school, and I thought that I had found the love of my life, and her name was Angela. I'm not going to say her last name. There's probably only one person that may listen to this show besides my family that knows who this person is, and her name's Ashley. Ashley, if you're listening, you know Angela. So I thought that in a true Pensacola fashion that I needed to have this girl, her name on me. So I took I don't remember what it was, maybe a knife at the time, and decided to carve her initials, carve AK, Angela Kevin, onto my hand.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I mean,
That's like
With
it's
what?
creepy,
super
bro.
creepy. When you look back on things when you're 36 and like, what the hell was wrong with you?
How old were you at the time?
I was in middle school, I think. Yeah. I was at Bellevue Elementary School.
What?
Bellevue
What did you
Middle
carve it
School,
with?
excuse me.
You had a knife or what?
I don't even know how it went down, to be honest. I don't remember. But I do remember it being painful, and I do remember it being like scabbed up for a long time.
Is there a scar?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's on my hand. I'll show you.
It's still
Yeah.
on your hand?
I've known you for like over a decade, and I've never seen this
Yeah.
scar, and you never told
I'm
me.
gonna
pissed.
need next time you FaceTime me, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and
I'll
zoom
FaceTime
in.
audio you this right away. But
What the
it's one of the great mistakes in my life. But how about, you know what?
You're a romantic.
There's no mistakes in life because we don't have that one decision that you can take back, right? So we don't have that. So it went down. That was my life, and here we are. We you live and you learn. Nobody ever.
You do live. And
I got a hair. My hand's pretty hairy, so you can't really see it right now. I'm looking at it right now.
How did your parents react, and how did she react? The girl.
I think I was the girl was like, "What the fuck."
Understandably so, yeah.
But she obviously still loved me. I mean, come on, it's Kevin Hefner, right?
Okay.
But
she just happened to move the next week. It was a coincidence.
No. My mom was surprisingly, from what I remember, I mean, she was like, "What the fuck did you just do?" And not those exact words, but she was just like, "Oh, that was stupid. You're kind of stuck with that now for the rest of your life." And I was like, "I know, I don't care. I fucking love her. I love her so much. And she's going to be my wife one day and we're going to have a beautiful family." But no, and I'm glad I didn't because I love you, Angela, if you're out there, but not my type, to be honest.
I knew where you're going with this, and I'm like, he's kind of holding back because he's like, what can I say PC? Because I want to say something else.
You're not my type, but at the time, I was all about it. I think I might have gotten a French kiss from her, but that's about it, man. That's about it.
All right. Was that before the initial carving?
Oh yeah. I mean, once I get it. Bro, if I don't put a carving on my hand, if I don't get at least a French kiss, come on, man. Come on, what a waste.
Oh God. All right, Jason, what you got for us?
Gaylord Palms. So we used to go to Gaylord Palms, which is a big ass beautiful hotel in Orlando.
Rich ass motherfucker.
No, okay. So we never actually stayed at the hotel.
Here we go.
We all worked around the Gaylord Palms, so we'd all meet there and break into the pool late at night and just all hang out there for the night. But that's not the story. That happened all the time. That was like a weekend thing or a weekly thing. One time we had this bright idea that we should break into their pantry, the kitchen pantry, and just ransack? Ransack, is that the word?
Mm-hmm.
Ransack the entire thing. We filled an entire car up with Chewy bars, pancake mix, gallons of milk. What else was it? A bunch of those like towelettes that you give like in the bedroom, shampoo, the soap. There was what was the other? There's a main food that they always granola, cereal. We just put it all in our car. Mind you, we're still living with our parents. There's no fucking reason why we should be stealing all of this food. So the best thing about the story was when I came home, I had nowhere else to put it. So I put it in my room. My parents walk in. They're like, "What the fuck? Why do you have all this food?
Why do you have 6 gallons of milk?"
Yeah, was even the milk in your room? Because that probably didn't end well.
My my parents were cool as shit. They let me have a refrigerator. So I stuck the 2 gallons in there, left a gallon in the refrigerator. And then we gave out the rest like to my dad. My parents would come in and take some of the food like as
did they know where it came from?
I told them that it was like Ryan. I had a friend like staying with us once in a while. I was like, he bought a bunch of this to like get him through the summer, etc.
Really random stuff.
I know my parents knew I was full of shit. They just didn't want to ask any questions. They're like, fuck it. He's not caught. He's not in jail.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and eat this.
I had Chewies for like...
know the answer to this.
I had Chewies for months. Anybody who knows me or hung out with me during that time, you come to my house. We'd have parties.
He's got to hook up with the Chewies. Yeah.
It was just boxes of Chewies, man. But yeah, I look back and I'm like, why the fuck would I want to take all that stuff for no reason?
Gaylord Palms, there was just like, man, we need to cook breakfast this morning. Break out that pancake mix. Where the fuck is all our pancake mix?
Yeah, some people were pissed. But yeah, so that was one of my dumbest things.
That's good.
That's
stuff.
awesome. Yeah. All right, Chase. Chase is.
I already went.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fucking whiskey, bro. Hey, this is my first whiskey show.
First, completely forgot to.
You did have the preseason whiskey show, I believe, with Jose.
Bro, yeah, that didn't get recorded. We did a whole episode. Me and Chase me, Chase, and Jose, and we recorded it. Like we did a video recording, and it was beautiful. And then we get to the very end, and Kevin forgot to hit like the turn on the audio button. So it's basically just like us fucking talking the whole time with no audio, bro. It's the worst.
Unless you're good at reading lips, I don't think people would have enjoyed
It was an
that
amazing episode, though. It was so good, right?
It was pretty good. Yeah,
it
we
wasn't
had.
that-
Hold on. I will say that that's the most we've ever disagreed on an episode by
Yeah,
far.
yeah.
So jealous.
Me and you disagreed on literally
Yeah,
everything.
Jason would have loved it.
I would have.
Yeah.
I would have.
And Jose had your back on it.
Obviously.
So maybe that's why I didn't like it, because I got ganged up on.
That's okay.
Gangs. You like gangs, I thought. So
Yeah.
Nope. Still no.
I will tell you, Kev, that was one of my biggest fears with the show. Like, I have panic attacks during the show, and I go back to our recording software just to double check we're recording. It's gonna happen, and not because you did it. It's just one of those like
sorry, man.
panic attacks that I have.
It's time for Would You Rather? Two choices. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. Which one would you rather?
Let's see if I make you think on this one.
Nope.
Would you rather speak all languages or be able to speak to one animal of your choosing? AKA like your dog. Not like a whole breed. You only can choose that one animal.
Man, that'd be like having another child.
Yeah, I'd rather speak all languages. Speaking with just one animal doesn't. I mean, the whole languages thing. That's the rest of your life, right?
Yeah.
You get to speak all languages. With an animal, unfortunately, they don't quite live as long as us. So if it was like all animals for our whole life, that might be different. But just one animal.
What if we changed it and said speak all languages or one animal breed?
I still think I'd rather speak all languages. That can just really
You
come
can talk
in handy.
to all the dogs, bro. Those dogs have all the dirt, bro. I mean, you think about it, like
What kind of
every kind of dirt. Like this dogs see everything. They hear
Is
everything.
it like, do you need to know that
No, I'm just
information though?
I'm just throwing it out.
I would choose dog if it was that. I would choose that over.
Okay.
I love
Kevin?
dogs.
I would speak all languages just because, like, man, I want to talk to everybody.
Yep.
You know, I don't want there to be any like sort of blockage to me spreading my life to the world. You know,
They need to know what you have to
They
say,
don't need
Kevin.
to know, but they're gonna
No,
find
they do.
out.
They're gonna know.
They're going to find out.
You'll learn today.
One day I'm going to get a good like stump one. One day I'm going to have viewers chime in and give me some would you rathers because I'm doing a terrible
What?
job.
This is a good starting point. Hey, viewers, if you got a good would you rather, go ahead and throw it down on our comments section here on our Facebook
Or
page or Instagram or Twitter. Nobody ever hits up my Twitter, bro. I run the Twitter page. Nobody ever hits me up on Twitter. If you guys can hit up at Cup to Cup Show on Twitter, I'm there just sitting there all by myself.
What's your personal one?
At KHEF, KHAEF, at KHEF. That's my Twitter handle. I've been told that I tweet a lot of Packers stuff. It's no big deal.
Who told you that?
Doesn't need to.
Mary Andy.
Don't want to say. Okay. All right.
We've done enough bashing today. So
Is that bashing though?
just hit me up on those, and we'll talk it out. But anyways, would you rather hit Jason up with some would you rather?
Slide into my
we need,
DMs.
we need some
Slide into my
ideas. We're only 3 heads.
Yeah. And really, we're 5 heads, but it's the brain power of like 3 heads though.
Well,
So-
really, yeah. Jason, Chris, and Kevin. That's the 3 brains. Because
So you put input into this show?
effing right, bro. It just got deleted.
That's not helping your cause.
Did it not get deleted?
I deleted 2 of them because we had a lot on there.
Yeah.
And fill in the blank. But let's move on to fill in the blank.
Let's move on to fill in the blank.
Yeah.
Let's do it. They're not mine.
Let's still
They're not mine. Fill in the blanks. But fuck it. Let's go.
Let's go. I'm gonna put them
Back.
on there.
Look at them there.
So everybody's like super confused right now. So we have a Google Doc that's open and we can copy and paste like the doc and it gets like refreshed automatically. So you see it move and then come back and move and then come back. So Kev's like, yes, no.
No, they're back.
They back.
It's time for fill in the blank. 3 blanks. 1 answer. 2 guys. Wait, 1 answer? There's 2 of us. Why is there only 1 answer? Who's answering? I don't get it. Fuck it.
All right. So first fill in the blank. The sport you tried as a child and failed at was, what was it, Chase?
I guess skateboarding. I'm not very balanced at all. Like at all.
Skateboarding is a sport?
Skateboarding.
Yes.
I mean, it's what I got. Skateboarding, skimboarding,
Did you
surfing,
come up with this
anything
question?
No.
This is just-
I don't. This was a top 25 questions in our little question category doc.
So-
Anything that requires balance, like really good balance, I'm not going to be good at. I'm good at like breaking stuff on accident. So
Let's go.
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty good at a lot of sports, but anything with balance, I'm terrible.
You two are pretty athletic. That's why I was curious to see what Kev and you would say. Kev,
I don't fail.
like I said. I piss excellence.
No, I mean, like I was sitting there thinking, I even asked Erica, my wife, I was like, I mean, what if you didn't fail at a sport? Like, all right, so I played, when I was growing up, I played soccer. Me and my friend, Stephen Henry, Stephen, if you're listening, we were the best people on our team. We were like fucking dynamic duo growing up. We were baseball. When I would play baseball, I was always the best on my team. No, I mean, except for when I was in high school. I couldn't hit the curveball. Okay, guys? What the fuck ever. I was still fast. But high school wasn't a kid. Moving on.
What about basketball?
I didn't play basketball competitively.
Okay, I was wondering.
You got to know when to hold them and when to fold them.
So you never once tried playing basketball?
So what sport, if you be honest, if you actually tried, you probably suck at?
Golf.
Ooh, I'm terrible.
Yeah, I'm not good at it either.
I'm trying to get better.
Well, because
I'm bad,
I got that
though.
natural baseball swing. We've talked about this on the
Dude, it's
preseason
tough, man.
shows,
It's
but
tough.
that natural baseball swing with golf, I don't know if I'm sure it's like in help, but it also like I pull everything. Like
Yep.
it's going in.
No, that's my issue, and I think you would have the same issue. It's hard to overcome.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, man, I didn't fail at anything sports wise as a kid. Baseball, soccer, what else did I play? I don't know. I did some swimming in middle school. I almost set a school record in the 25 freestyle. So I mean, like I'm amazing. It's not my fault. It's just I was born with gifts, and this is one of them. Being successful, money wise, is not one of them. So I was a great kid, but I'm broke.
The worst thing you've ever done at someone's house. What is it, Kev?
Yeah, I couldn't think of anything.
This perfect child.
I'm not perfect.
Fucking
All right.
relax.
No. All
He's
right.
perfect, guys.
So this is all I came up with. I'll stick with my house, my parents' house.
Okay.
When I was a kid, me and my brothers thought it was a good idea to, while my parents were grocery shopping or whatever, to play soccer in the living room with a little mini ball. And we had a
Seems like a good
fireplace. We had a fireplace, so that was the goal, obviously.
Avi.
And so we kicked the ball one time. It was me. I kicked it. I missed, hit the top of the fireplace, bounced off, hit the roof behind us, ricocheted off into a china plate that my grandma gave to my mom, and obviously that came down and broke. It was one of those stunned moments where we all looked at each other like, fuck.
Who are we gonna blame?
So we tried to place the platters up there, because it was like probably 3 or 4 platters, I think 3 maybe, to where it looked like there
Patrick.
wasn't one missing.
This is my brother.
You know?
Did you get caught?
Oh, yeah. My mom came home
Like
like
immediately?
not immediately, but like it a couple days into it, she was like, "Where is that?" And I was like, I don't know. I mean,
Patrick.
yeah, it was Patrick. When in doubt, blame the youngest brother, right?
Okay.
Of course, yeah. So this one's not my fault, but we were at a friend's house and he had thrown just like a little small party, and the party had kind of died
Chase,
down.
you're a party animal when you're a kid, dude.
This was college. This is college. It was my freshman year in college, and my roommate is a pretty crazy guy, likes to do really random stuff. And anyways, the party had kind of died down. It was just like 4 or 5 of us left, and we were about to leave. And my friend and roommate at the time,
Seamus.
Mark.
Oh,
No, his name was Mark. I see him looking like up and like behind me, like over my shoulder, and he goes, "Cody, don't." And I was like, "What?" So like I turn around and like my friend Cody is like crouched, like a lion about to pounce, standing on top of the couch, and he just looks at Mark, looks at me, and springs like a spider monkey right on top of me, knocking me into a glass table and just completely shattering it everywhere. And like we all just like, I wasn't hurt, but we all just like kind of freeze because the owner of the house is like upstairs, like either laying down or like going to the bathroom or something. And like we all just like look at each other and we're like,
let's get the fuck out of here.
Go. So literally the owner comes down, the owner of the house comes downstairs as we're all like grabbing the door. He's like, "What the fuck was that?" And he like looks and sees the glass table shattered and looks at us and he's like, "And y'all were just gonna leave?" We're like, no, we're coming to get you, man.
We were going through our car to get our wallets to pay for it.
We're just coming to find you, man. He's like, "What the fuck happened?" Yeah,
We're just leaving to go get some glue.
yeah. He started hanging out with us less after that.
I imagine so.
It was weird. Yeah.
Did it hurt?
No, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it was adrenaline or like
Drunk?
that's-
Yeah, you were.
drunk or luck. Because I don't think I even had any cuts on my back, man.
Did you
I
laugh
got
or
pretty
did
lucky.
you like, what the fuck?
We laughed later, but I was like, "Why the fuck did you do that, Cody?" He's like, "I don't know."
That is totally something I would do, though. Like,
Yeah, no, it was pretty fun. Cody was a pretty crazy guy, man. He did a lot. Like I could tell you like 100 stories about him, man.
that's solid. I love it. I almost chose this one, but I mean, it really wasn't that big of a deal. We got drunk one night, all of us. I think we were all there, and I decided it was a good idea. It was when Chris lived in a separate apartment, and I picked up a arrow. Somehow found an arrow, and was chasing Jason around, joking around like I was going to throw it at Jason. And for some reason, my drunken ass decided to actually throw this arrow at Jason. And Jason, like, he opened the door, went inside the door as I was throwing it. And I mean, if he wouldn't have went inside that door, we might have had a different show today because
It's stuck in the wall.
I have a great photo of this arrow perfectly placed like inside the wall.
Where would it have hit him?
It would have been like
Yeah.
ass cheek to abs area. I mean, his abs are like steel, so
Yeah, it would have bounced
it
right
probably
off
would
the
have just
bin.
I
bounced. right-
remember.
yeah.
Is the picture
Yeah,
where I'm
100%.
standing in the doorway, like pause, like what the fuck? I remember
No.
like just going in the doorway and hearing the thump and then pausing and looking behind him, like what the fuck?
Once the arrow went inside of the drywall, everybody like looked back at me like, "Were you trying to kill him? Like, what the fuck is wrong?"
And
with
Kev
you?"
wonders why like some people are like, does Kev like me? I don't know.
Yeah, no, I love you, Jay.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love you, baby.
Just not
I
in that
completely
instance.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh man. That was good.
yeah.
You know that night. You don't remember? I remember one main thing about that night. PS4
I
was
do
shut
too.
down. It was shut
Shut
down
it
that
down.
whole time. Remember the internet? I don't know. They got hacked, and so we couldn't play
No Call
PS4
of
forever.
Duty. No
That was
Call of
that was
Duty.
the big
Or PS3
PlayStation
maybe
hack.
at the time.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I
Yeah.
remember it got turned on in the middle of the party, and we all like the party just dropped. Everyone left and went home.
Everybody left. Everybody, yeah. The PlayStation Network finally came back on, and everybody was like, "All right, everybody back to your stations. Let's go. Come on."
Antisocial
party's over.
start now.
Yep.
Yeah, right. All of our girlfriends were like, "What the fuck? What are we doing?"
All right. I'm assuming this question got brought up because our FSU soccer team won the national championship.
Yep.
Congrats, girls.
Well, and this is the second girls team in the last calendar year that has
Yep.
won a national champion.
the softball. Let's go.
Who will be
Dominate.
the next team for FSU to win a national championship?
Chase, you're more knowledgeable on Knowles. Let's go.
The easy answer here is basically anything but football. Obviously,
Yes, that's what I was thinking
as
too.
we just said, the girls softball team won a national championship last year. The girls soccer team won a national championship like a week ago. The basketball team made it to the Elite Eight last year and returned that entire team basically. So the easy answer is anything but football. And if there's one thing in my life I always do, it's never take the easy answer. So I'm going with football. I'm going to have faith. We're going to turn this thing around. The Knowles football team is going to win the next national championship somehow, some way.
Jesus. I don't believe you.
Knowles football
Knowles football, even though the soccer team returns,
next year.
even though
when
I didn't
that's
say,
gonna
I
be the
didn't
next
say,
one.
I didn't say next year. Even though the Knowles soccer team actually returns basically their entire team next year, the softball team lost a couple really good players, so I don't think they'll make a repeat. I think they'll go far, but that's tough.
If
tall order.
FSU, let's say FSU wins the national championship next, the football team wins next year, would that be the greatest comeback of all time in college football history?
That would be.
I mean, it's gotta be.
ridiculous. That'd be pretty ridiculous. I don't think they'll win it next year, and that honestly, if I was going with my head logically, it would probably be soccer.
Softball.
It would probably be soccer. Because we return
Not
we return basically our entire soccer team next year. We don't
All
lose
right.
too many people. We're losing a couple players.
This dude is up on his soccer knowledge. Look at it.
But like our best players,
Oh,
like
yeah.
our two best players, we're
He's
returning.
coming back next year, so I'm just kidding. I don't know any, but I don't know any of the girls.
Dude, we have some
I'm
beasts. We have a
happy with
girl
the girl-
that we have a girl on the soccer team who plays for her World Cup team. So
yeah. So
she's a
like
monster.
Venezuela, right?
Yeah, she's a monster. She's
Let's
ridiculous.
go, baby.
Kev.
I'm going the. I don't know. This is not a normal route.
Okay.
There's a word for that. I think next year, for once in my lifetime and yours,
Yes, say it.
FSU will win a national championship
Yes.
in baseball.
Let's go. I love it. I love it. I love what you're saying. Mike Martin's
My
last
boy-
year.
Mike Martin's last year, they got a little fire in their assholes.
Oh my God.
My boy Chase Haney, who sent me a FSU baseball T-shirt. Thanks, shout out to Chase. He's gonna lead the way, man, and we're taking it all this
Hey,
year.
we have a good team.
We got a good squad, bro, and you know what? We may not be the favorites. This is the effing year, man.
Xander DeSatis, that kid is a beast. He's going to be a true freshman this year, taking over shortstop, top 50 prospect in all of baseball. You add him to an already pretty good roster. That's not that far out there. We have the talent. We just always choke it away.
We choke it
No
away,
way.
but you know
But
what?
11's last year.
Is his last
Calm
year,
down.
man?
Yeah.
Best case scenario, we get another appearance. Basically, good job, guys. You guys tried. You showed up, and then that's it. Yeah.
Scenario.
I've never wanted to punch Jason in the face more than right now.
I literally just sent a punch. It'll receive in
3 days.
in 1.5 hours.
I love it, Kevin. I love it. Don't listen to Jason, okay? Don't get sucked in by those baby blues.
I won't, bro. FSU baseball. We're bringing it home this year,
Let's go.
boys. Let's go.
I love the
All
way
right,
he's
for
talking
all
to
the
me.
guys and girls that aren't FSU fans and don't know what I'm hinting at, our baseball team is known to put these little, you call them trophies or whatever. Basically, we show up to the World Series and we call it an appearance. So
CWS.
we put we have signs across the entire field that says College World Series appearance. Correct, Chase? Is that what it says?
Because it's
Right.
impressive. It's basically like the
It is.
elite.
Let me
It
continue.
is
All
impressive.
over the entire baseball field with how many actual wins? How many trophies? Like how many championships?
We have been to the championship game twice, but we have
And how
not
many
won.
parents? Do you
No.
know that number by heart?
College
Yeah,
World
enough.
Series?
Yeah.
A lot.
I know.
Maybe 15,
So at
18?
what point can we stop putting the fucking sign up? Like, can we just?
Dude, it's teams do it for ACC championships. Teams do it for basketball when they make the Elite Eight. And the College World Series is the last 8 teams, so it's basically making the Elite Eight. So why wouldn't you put that up?
Why can't we? I mean, even if it's just for
I
recruiting.
think people know that
purposes,
about
you know?
Florida
It looks
State
good.
by now. It's like common knowledge. Like World Series appearance, we're the best at it. Cool,
Yeah.
but we won't win you a championship.
You don't stop. Stop. Kevin, tell him to stop.
Jose, he used to live in an apartment that was owned by the great
Yes.
San Francisco Giants coach. Nope.
Oh, nope. He's not a coach.
This whiskey getting to me, man. San Francisco Giants catcher Buster Posey.
Buster Posey, man. Great player.
He's one of my favorite players of all time.
How can he not be? He literally played every single position in one game. He played shortstop,
Say it
catcher,
again.
second base,
again,
first base, third base, center field, left field, right field, and pitched in one game.
One game, every position.
He also put out Moe's Burritos out of business.
What? Go into
Okay, so
detail with
this
that.
is my theory. So when he was in his prime, it was his last year or the second year where our team was putting out like 11, 15 homers a game, like a ton of runs.
Right.
If we scored over 7 runs, they would Moe's Burrito across the street from the stadium, the baseball stadium, would give you a free burrito. I honestly ate probably 2 or 3 burritos like a week because of that game.
Oh, me and my boy Justin, we used to go. Yeah, we used to get.
And
that
then,
shit
sure enough, the following year, that Moe's closed
What
down.
was that?
I'm just saying, man.
We can't do it. We can't handle it.
Sorry. It's Qdoba, not Moe's. It was Qdoba.
I love those promotions. There's a promotion from your hometown, Jason, for the Braves minor league team that plays in Kissimmee. The Florida Fire Frogs is their name. And their promotion is on, I think, Thursdays. You get to drink for free until the opposing team scores a run.
Whoa.
There was one game I was reading like a recap of the minor league game. I like to see how the Braves minor league prospects do. And the game was 0. The final score is 1-0 in the 18th inning. People must have been shit-faced.
There has to be like a little rule, like until the 7th inning or something.
No,
right.
dude, the rules clearly stated, at least at the time, maybe they've edited it. The rules clearly
They
stated
have
is
this,
until the opposing team scores a run, you drink for free.
Damn.
But that's cool though. Buster Posey, MVP, Rookie of the Year.
Yep.
6-time
It's a cool
All-Star.
roommate or a
Monster.
homeowner, at least.
Yeah, and he just
would
recently found out that James Ramsey used to live there, a first-round pick, ex-FSU outfielder.
James Ramsey, who we might have a little connection to this show.
Yeah, he's now a coach back at FSU. So,
James Ramsey, if you're listening, we'd love to have you on, man.
Yep.
Talk a little baseball.
Hop on, man. Tell us how dumb we are.
Trivia.
Where did Post Malone get his name from?
Does it have anything to do with Karl Malone?
So I'm going to give you an A, B, or C. So you guys never heard this story?
Nah, I got nothing.
Fuck yeah. All right. Is it A, a nickname growing up? B, an online DJ name generator? Or C, he was discovered as like the artist when he was working at the post office?
I feel like it's gotta be C, right? I don't know.
No, it's gotta be B, bro. He says while he's working, Post Malone never worked at a fucking post office.
Why not?
I don't know. I just don't feel it.
Fair enough.
I'm going B.
Going B? What about and Chase?
I'm going C. I like the crazy stories.
Give it to me, Jay.
Kev got it.
There it is. I don't like that. That's a dumb story.
All right.
You're a dumb story,
You
Chase.
shouldn't tell people that. It's dumb.
He actually told it to Jimmy Fallon on his show. I was blown away. I was like, gee, I can't believe you admitted to that.
Yeah, and Jimmy Fallon's like, well, that's stupid. You're stupid for telling
Wait,
me.
is that bro? A name generator.
Yeah, that's horrible.
It is.
That's awful.
That
it
is
makes me really. It makes me like him less.
I will say
it's
it is
so
very
good.
lazy. I like his music, but I was like, damn, son, like,
For his sake, I was hoping it wasn't that
Yeah.
one.
I give him some respect though for not lying about that. Though.
it's true.
Fair enough, man. But get off
Right?
your ass and come up with a name.
True.
Go work for the post office for like 6 weeks. Okay?
Eminem get his name.
That's a good question.
We
He was
need-
eating a bag of Skittles, ironically.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, that's all I got.
I heard.
All right, I'll give you the second one because it's kind of funny. Which mammal holds the record of having the quickest sexual intercourse average?
Kevin Hefner.
I knew he was going to say something. I thought it was going to be against Chase, but he just hits himself with it.
Love you, baby.
I love you.
Oh, I love it. I love
Chase.
it. Dolphins are mammals, right?
Yes.
Dolphins be getting it in though, bro.
Yeah, but I feel like they like it quick and fast. I'm gonna go with
I'm going with squirrels.
Squirrels.
Yeah, squirrels.
Squirrels and dolphins.
Squirrels just seem like it's like.
They make sure they get their nuts though.
I
Yeah.
saw what you did there. It is the chimpanzee.
Oh, okay.
Can you guess how long the average actually is?
29 seconds.
Chase.
15.
3.
Damn.
3.
3 seconds. Those poor
Stop, bro.
females.
3 seconds. That doesn't make sense. Is it just like a pop in and like, and we're done?
They just
Next time, any complaints, bro? Hey, you could have a chat.
That's gonna be like the back of our shirts.
Jason, how did you find this out?
I am following a lot of trivia and a lot of like random facts and stuff like that for this show.
Okay.
And it popped up, and then I usually try to do like a good 5-minute, like let's see if it's true or not kind of thing, like a little bit of research. So I went to a zoo and checked it out. It was nice. 3 seconds
You went to a zoo?
to check out the chimpanzee. Fucking,
He did his research,
I
man.
did it for the
Let him
show,
do his
bro. I
research.
did it for the
Did you
show.
bring a notepad or
It was 3 seconds, man. I blinked and it was over.
Did the chimpanzee smoke a cigarette afterwards or
I don't think he knew he
No,
had
he-
sex.
Threw shit at him. That's a thing, bro. Have you
I'm
ever
aware
seen
that
it?
it's a thing.
No, but have you ever seen it though live?
I have not, no.
Have you, Jay?
The shit thing, yeah.
No, you seen chimpanzees throw shit?
Yeah, definitely.
Bro, what?
It's fucked up.
We're taking this to a weird place.
It may be, but like, look, that's what happens in zoos, bro. Like chimpanzees, they throw shit and they jerk off. That's what they do. You've seen it though, right? Tell me you've seen it.
I have not seen either of those things.
Seen the first half, the second half I don't want to. And please, I know you want to send me that DM right now. Do not.
It's
do
already
it.
sent.
Do not.
It's too late.
I'm gonna move on to the random question of the week, and it's gonna piss Kevin off.
This is a stupid question. It's a stupid
So
question.
there's been. I'm gonna give a backstory before we get into the whole thing. The reason why it's a stupid question to all of our listeners. We have like this ongoing thing with all of our group of friends and all the co-producers about like the best sandwich out there, like from a Subway to like.
I feel like we're eventually going to do
We
a
are.
bracket of sandwiches. Yeah.
But it's like basically who thinks the best sub out there. And then so we all bash each other on the subs that we like, et cetera, et cetera. But then there's another topic of what is declared a sandwich. And Jose, our co-producer, feels that this is a very hot topic and he wants to hear about it. And he wants to know, is a hot dog a sandwich?
Who gives a shit? Don't care at all. I would say no, but I also don't care.
So like, what? I mean, what's the fucking debate here? Like, oh, you put some meat between some bread and that's a sandwich. Is that what you're trying to say?
Apparently it doesn't.
So like, oh, it's a sandwich. It's not a hot dog because it's got meat between the bread. Is that what it is?
That's what Andy tried to have this debate with me when I came and visited you in Jacksonville over the summer. And I had, and I had the same response. I don't care.
Yeah, it's a fucking. Why can't one thing be independent from the other?
I don't know. Is a hero a sandwich?
I don't want any other thing but yes or no. It's going to go definition of sandwich. All right, Chase, you go first and Kev. It's 2 or more slices of bread or a split roll having a filling in between. Is a hot dog a sandwich, Chase?
With that definition, or do I consider it?
With that definition.
I still say no, man.
No, it's stupid. It's dumb, bro.
It's dumb.
It's a fucking hot dog. Stop making something so goddamn American not American. Like, that sounded like a patriotic rant. No, it's a hot dog. It's not a sandwich. It's a hot dog. Like, I mean, that little tube of unnecessary, who knows what it is, meat, in one little package, stuffed between a bun with, I like a little ketchup and mustard, and that's it. I mean, I keep it simple, but I mean, it's the most amazing thing in the world, and you're trying to ruin it by trying to call it a sandwich? You better watch your goddamn mouth.
Oh god.
Where would you, when you see hot dogs on a menu, like at a restaurant, where is it at?
It depends. It varies. Because, like, for instance, Lenny's, it was like in its own section.
It wasn't even labeled like sandwich section.
No, it wasn't under like hot sandwiches or cold sandwiches. It was like, also, we have hot dogs, basically.
Yeah, exactly. We got all this cool stuff, and if you want a hot dog,
yeah, I don't think I ever saw someone get a hot dog. But
Have either of you ever ordered a hot dog from a fast food place?
Fast food place. What do you consider fast food?
Like who's the one? Is it Hardee's
Rallies.
or like
I've gotten
McDonald's?
I've gotten a chili dog from Rallies before.
Sonic does some good chili cheese dogs, bro.
I will never order a hot dog from a fast food place.
Why?
Hot dogs are already terrible, and they're not even like real food. And then it's coming from a fast food place. It's got to get worse.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't trust it.
It's already just random stuff put into like casing. So,
all right, Chase, when's the last time you had a hot dog?
I feel like it wasn't that long ago, but I also can't remember. So,
I can't remember. It's been a while.
Maybe Costco. They got that good hot dog deal. It's like a foot long hot dog and a soda for like $1.75. How do you beat that?
You don't. You just.
I mean, when in doubt, jump on the deal.
Yep, it's a good deal, man. They also have Italian sausage dogs that are delicious.
Why didn't you jump on that instead of the hot dog then, bro?
Who says I didn't jump on both?
Let's get it.
So I'm not gonna lie, Jose had an idea that he pitched about like going around and trying different, trying different foods and beer combinations at like different restaurants, especially like their specialty stuff. That was not bad, and like reviewing it. I don't know.
So like what Barstool does with pizza?
I don't follow Barstool, so
yeah, we're not Barstool.
Cool. We can also just take cruises together and review different cruise lines.
Hey, bro, I'm fucking
You know how
ready.
expensive
Right?
that would be?
I don't care.
No, we'll do the cheap ones.
I'll take a Jason loan.
Hold on. It'll be expensive unless, hey, Carnival, if you're listening to this.
We will review your cruise line.
We will review. We'll give great reviews.
Wink, wink.
The best reviews.
Yeah. Carnival or Viking Cruise Line, maybe. What's another one? We got Royal Caribbean. Huh?
Don't bite off more than you can chew.
Royal Caribbean. No, we got to say them all. And then whichever one actually pays for us to go on a cruise is the best.
Disney Cruise Line, man.
Yeah.
That was one of the biggest cruise lines.
Disney, the big red boat. Yep. There we go.
We got lots of followers and listeners.
We have followers and listeners who are the cruising types. Yep. Like Cruising USA.
Chase.
Mm-hmm.
Now might be a really good time for you to get angry.
That's my secret, Captain. I'm always angry.
All right, so people who dawdle in parking lots, like, take their time and really packed parking lots. Specifically, like I said, I went to a wedding this past weekend. Amazing wedding, beautiful, but it was in downtown St. Augustine, and I didn't realize, because I'm stupid, that parking around there is awful. So it took me forever. I drove around like 15 times looking for a parking spot. Finally, I pull into this like paid parking lot, And I had already been through this parking lot 4 times. And I just happened to see these people like walking like they're going to a car. So I rolled down my window. I was like, hey, are y'all leaving? And they're like, yeah. I was like, amazing. Like, I'm super late to this wedding. I'm just going to follow you to your spot and take your spot. Okay, awesome. It took them like 5 fucking minutes to get in their car. Like, I get that, it's my fault for being late to the wedding, but someone's waiting for your spot. Get in your fucking car and you can talk as you're driving. Like, why do you have to talk outside the car instead of getting in your car and fucking talking there? It took them 5 full minutes to get in their fucking car and back up and go. I'm like looking at my watch the whole fucking time. Like, yep, still late. Still fucking late. They finally back up. Yeah, I had dropped Mary off.
No, I'm saying this is all you, bro. I have no sympathy for you.
Fair enough, man. But I do, quick side note, and it's pretty funny. The woman came to me and she was like, oh, by the way, like don't pay for the parking. I've been coming here for 35 years, and on Fridays and Saturdays, you don't have to pay. I've never once gotten a ticket. She gets in her car after 5 minutes talking and starts backing up, stops, comes out and goes, holds up a ticket and goes, never mind, go ahead and pay.
That sucks.
Yeah.
So it's your fault.
I was like, I was going to pay anyways because I didn't want to risk it. But yeah, that sealed it right there.
I don't know, man. I get your rant, but in that situation, that's 100% your fault.
That one was definitely my fault. But in general, just like people who why do you have to take 10 minutes to get in your car and back up? It's really like, if you have a kid, I get it. Okay. Or if you have a ton of groceries, I get it. But like, these people had like one bag in their hands.
They get in their car and they're like checking their messages on their phone and
they knew. I had even said like, I'm running late to this wedding. Y'all are lifesavers. And you like take so fucking like just back up and go.
They're like lifesavers. Oh yeah, watch this.
Right?
I'll do it on purpose if someone like tries to get behind me and get.
What?
You're a dick.
You're a fucking asshole.
If the person, you know how the people like kind of creep up to your spot and they want to like get it, so they get really close and then it gets to a point where it fucks you over to like get out of the spot. If they like block me to a point where it's going to make it harder for me to get out of the spot, I will literally stay in that spot for a little bit longer.
Well, dude, that's another thing. I was like terrified because all these cars are looking for parking. And all these cars like kept coming up and like I thought they were going to try and like battle me for this spot. And like that shit was not going to end well for them because I was like pissed and just like trying to find this parking spot. So if someone tried to steal that parking spot from me, man, I'm normally a pretty chill person outside of these rants, but like, I don't know. I don't know what I would have done.
That's honestly a good question. I'm going to ask both of you guys that. What would you ever, if someone stole your spot, it was like blatantly, they saw you, they got into the spot, you knew it wasn't an accident, they took it from you. What would you honestly do? Like,
I really don't know, man. I'd have to do something. I don't think I would fuck with their car. I don't think I would fight them. Like, that's not the type of person I am. But like,
what would that something be then?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I literally was thinking in my head, I'm like, if somebody steals the spot, what am I going to do?
Like, it's obvious, like the asshole, like with the giant, 20-inch tire truck drives in.
If he can slip in there that easily, I gotta give him credit. It's usually like the little like rice burner cars.
That's what she said.
Well,
I don't know. I would get out of my car. I think I would get out of my car and knock on his window.
You would get out of your car.
I think so. If he was looking at me eye to eye and takes the spot, even though he saw me waiting before him, I would get out of my car, not to fight him, but to be like, dude, bro, like,
that's fucked up. See, I agree. You have to say something in that instance. You have to.
I'm a pussy. I'm a pussy. I would never fight, but I would have to knock on the door. It would bother me.
Agreed. I agree with you on that, Jason.
I disagree with you. You don't have to say anything.
What would you do?
I'd let it go.
You're so full of
I'm not.
shit.
I swear to God, I would. I swear to God, I would. I would be no. Listen, inside I'd be fucking furious, and not even outside I'd be furious. I'd be like, this motherfucker. Are you fucking kidding me? You just took my spot. But what are you gonna do? Yeah, bro. It's 2018. Somebody will fucking pull out a gun and blow your brains out. They don't give a shit.
You're not fighting this person. You're just saying, hey,
no,
man,
you don't. You don't think you're fighting somebody, Chase. But let me tell you, like, you get out of that car and you try to start some shit. And shit may go backwards and it may not turn out too well. I'm not taking a risk. I got kids, bro. Like, you know what? You want that parking spot so much? Fuck you. You can have it, asshole. I'll beat you to Target. I bet you I'll win. For all our listeners, I mean, just take the time during this holiday season. If you start to feel some anger when you're trying to park your car or you're trying to figure out something during the holiday season, take a breath and think to yourself, is this worth it? Is it worth it? Because it's not. It's not worth it. Like, just take a breath. Like, move on. Find another spot. It'll take an extra 5 minutes at the most.
You are not this chill.
Public announcement, please.
Stop.
No, I'm just saying. I am that chill. I am that chill.
You're not. Oh, God.
Was that like a twofer? Was that your dad tip involved? Did you get to like slide that in?
No. I got one. No, I got one. You ready?
Yes.
You know what, young lady? Do you want to go to timeout? All right. 1, 2, 3. It's time for dad tips.
Get your game face on. Get your game face on. 'Cause I'm coming to play, boy.
Welcome to your dad tip of the week. This is your drunk dad tip of the week. You're wasting too many wipes. You got an ass that needs to be wiped. If it's a poopy wipe, it's going to take a few more wipes. Chill out. All right? Chill out with all the 17 wipes. You know you're using too many. You need to do one on the side, one on the other side, one up the middle. And if you need one to clean up, 4 is the max. If you go more than 4, you need to get your game together. Stop wasting wipes. This is money. Money you could be spending on Christmas presents for your beautiful children.
What the fuck's happening? Did you just describe how to wipe someone's ass on a podcast?
Yep, yeah. He did. And how many wipes it should take.
You're welcome.
Oh, man.
Man.
Money.
Any person listening that has a baby right now that has to wipe their ass is going to picture 4 max.
If you got boys, 3 max. Get your life together.
So this show turned a different route than I thought it was going to go.
Yeah.
Chase is like, I'm going to go now.
And people like Chase are like, God, this is fucking weird, man.
He's bringing in babies' asses and wipes, man.
What are we doing right now? Parents out there, if you agree or disagree, just give me some feedback.
Slide into Kev's DMs.
No, we don't. What is with the sliding?
I love the sliding.
We can jump in the DMs if that's better for you, Kevin.
No, just message the whole world about it. All right? You don't have to slide into anybody's DMs.
But if you want, you can.
Kevin wants you to.
Jason wants it, apparently. I don't want any DMs. Don't send me anything. I don't got time for this shit. But I love you.
All right. So before we end this episode, I wanted to let you guys know we're going to end the movie rankings for the Christmas movies on December 11th. It's the Tuesday when this show gets released. Then we're going to pull those numbers and then start producing our Christmas movie special, which is going to come soon, but in addition to our normal Tuesdays shows. So if you haven't voted, go vote, share, spread the love, all that jazz. We appreciate it. I want to get this past 100. I thought that would be a cool milestone. So thanks.
Just vote. Vote or die. I mean,
not too much. No, you're not going to die. If you don't want to vote, don't vote. Like, it's not a big deal. But it'd be cool if you did.
Don't listen to Kevin.
Kev, I'm terrified to have you wrap this up, but I'm gonna let you do it, and I'm gonna see how it goes.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us today, episode 6. I hope you enjoyed everything. Make sure you're continuing what you're doing, and that's being awesome, and commenting and giving us feedback on everything. The way that we're going to grow is by you giving us feedback on what we should do and what we are doing. And we appreciate everything that you're doing right now. And make sure that you're following us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
One of my favorite things about this podcast is the interactions with people, the comments, the messages. Please keep doing that. Like, nothing makes me happier than when people comment on our Facebook posts or Instagram or Kevin's lonely sitting in the corner drinking Twitter account right now.
Yeah.
Just for now, Hop on with him. Shoot him some comments, man. He's lonely in that corner. And please tell Kevin that you don't believe that he's this chill, because he's not. It's a lie. It's a facade. It's a mask.
New year, new Kev.
Also, let us know how you feel about drunk Kevin. See how that
Yeah.
No, you know what? Like, this is what happens when you do the noon show. You want to do the 9:30 show? We can do that. This is a nooner show. Yeah, Packer game is already probably started and halfway through. Thanks a lot, guys.
the nooner show. I like the nooner show.
It's halfway through, 20 minutes in, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it, man. It's already started.
All right.
Can we say a quick prayer for Aaron Rodgers? He's got 3 offensive linemen out today. So I hope you make it, Aaron. Love you, baby. Please make it through this game.
Oh, God.
All right. That's the show. Thanks for listening, guys.
Yep.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Love you.
Love it.